Hello, it's Sunday, and you know what happens on Sunday? We read from The Wizard of Oz. You remember last time we were introduced to Scarecrow, Tin Man, and the Cowardly Lion. Now they're on their adventure. Let's see what happens. What kind of adventure they have now? Chapter 7, The Queen of the Field Mice. The Scarecrow and the Tin Man sat beside the river and waited for Dorothy to wake up. "We can't be too far from the yellow brick road now," said the Scarecrow. "But which way do you suppose it is?" The Tin Man was about to answer when he heard a low growl. "Rrrr." He turned his head and saw a large yellow wild cat come running towards him. Its mouth was open, showing 2 rows of ugly, sharp yellow teeth. Its red eyes glowed like balls of fire. It was chasing a tiny gray field mouse. Although he had no heart, the Tin Man knew it was wrong for the wildcat to try to kill such a tiny creature. So the Tin Man raised his axe, and as the wildcat ran by, he gave it a quick blow and cut the beast's head off.
"Oh, thank you so very much for saving my life," said the field mouse in a squeaky voice.
"You're quite welcome," answered the Tin Man. "Even though I have no heart, I am careful to help those who are in need of a friend, even if it happens to be only a mouse." The tiny white mouse looked shocked.
"Why, I'm the queen of all the field mice, and since you have saved my life, I owe you a good deed in return."
But the Tin Man could not think of anything this tiny little mouse could help him with. Just then, the Scarecrow got an idea. "I know something you can do for us," he shouted. "Our friend, the lion, is fast asleep in the poppy field. Do you think you could help us move him?" The Tin Man could not understand how a tiny mouse could move a great lion. But the Queen of the Field Mice informed him that she was queen of thousands of mice. She gave a signal, and in a few minutes, they were surrounded by field mice. They came from all directions. There were big mice and little mice and middle-sized mice. Each one brought a piece of string in its mouth. The Tin Man and the Scarecrow worked very quickly, and in no time at all, they made a truck out of 3 branches. They slowly tied one end of each piece of string around the neck of each mouse and fastened the other end to the truck. When all the mice had been harnessed to the truck, they were able to pull it very easily. The Tin Man and the Scarecrow sat on the wooden truck while the tiny mice pulled them into the poppy field. They soon found the lion. They finally managed to get him on the truck. But they had to work very hard, for the lion was very heavy. Then, with the help of the Scarecrow and the Tin Man, the mice were able to pull the truck out of the poppy field. By this time, Dorothy and Toto were wide awake, and they were very happy to see their friend the lion being pulled out away from the deadly flowers. The Queen of the Field Mice bowed in a squeaky voice and said,
"Goodbye, and if you ever need us again, come out into the field and call, and we shall hear you and help you in any way we can. Goodbye."
Chapter 8, The Emerald City. The next morning, as soon as the sun was up, Dorothy and her friends started on their way. Soon they saw a beautiful green glow in the sky. "This must be the Emerald City," said Dorothy. As they walked, the green glow became brighter and brighter. It seemed that at last they were at the end of their long journey. Finally, they reached the end of the yellow brick road. Before them stood a huge gate covered with emeralds. The jewels glittered in the sun. Next to the gate was a bell. Dorothy rang the bell, and the big gate swung open very slowly. Inside was a large room covered with shiny emeralds. A little man stood inside the room. He was dressed all in green. At his side was a large green box. He asked Dorothy and her friends why they had come to the Emerald City.
"We came here to see the Wizard of Oz,"
said Dorothy. The man was so surprised at this answer that he sat down to think.
"It has been many years since anyone has come to see the Great Wizard,"
he said.
"I hope that your business is important, because if you have come here for some foolish reason, he might get angry and destroy all of you."
But the Scarecrow assured the man that they had come on a very important business. Then the small man explained that he was the guardian of the gate, and only he could take them to see the Great Oz. But before they could enter the wonderful city, everyone had to put on green glasses. The guardian of the gate explained that the glasses would prevent them from being blinded by the brightness of the Emerald City. He carefully unlocked the box and fitted everyone, even little Toto, with a pair of green glasses. Finally, they were all ready to enter the gates of the Emerald City. See you next Sunday.